Hey guys, welcome back. Oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here. Umbrella. I'm gonna fold this behind here like this. There we go. You stay. You stay. All right, stay there. Hey guys, it's Luke. Welcome back. Today we're going to be answering a question from Adam, who has asked some interesting questions before. Before we do that, I told you to stay. I told you not to get in the way. The wind is blowing and it's causing the umbrella to cover the camera. Stay there. All right, so before we get started with the question for today, make sure you give the video a like if you like it, if you find it useful, and also if you have questions, please ask them in the comments. These questions that I'm answering each week are from you guys, right? I'm answering your questions. So the only way for me to do that is for you to first ask good questions. So leave your questions in the comments. Maybe it's grammar, maybe it's pronunciation, maybe it's culture, maybe it's words, phrases, whatever. And I will do my best to answer them. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to move backwards. I'm going to stand up for a second. I'm going to move backwards. You win. You win, umbrella. I lose, you win. All right, so the question for today is, what are the main verbs for using Instagram or social media? What are the main verbs for using Instagram or social media? So we'll talk about both, but there are some general words we can use, general verbs we can use for social media platforms. Twitter, WeChat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, okay, things like this. And so I'm going to mention some. If there are any that I don't mention, you can ask in the comments. Again, let me know and I will at least answer your question if you have any questions about them. Before we get started with these, I want to mention something, and I think it's important to know, and that is every language changes, new words are added all the time. That's also true with English. English changes, new words are added all the time. New verbs are added all the time, and it happens naturally. Often, things will start as a noun and then become a verb. A perfect example of this is to Google something. So now if we want to know something, we just say, oh, well, just Google that. Just Google it. Why don't you go Google that? Find out. Google is a verb? I thought Google was a company. Well, it becomes a verb, okay? So just keep that in mind. Some of the things we're going to talk about have become verbs, and maybe before they weren't verbs, because we just use them a lot. So eventually they turn into verbs like Googling something, okay? So let's start with scroll. Scroll. Now, what does scroll mean? Scrolling is when you're going up or down and the screen is very long. Not the screen, rather, the page that you're looking at is very long. So you might say you're scrolling through your Facebook home feed, or maybe you're scrolling through your YouTube recommended videos. I was just scrolling through my home feed or my recommended videos, and I saw that Luke posted a video about Instagram verbs. So I clicked on it. Now, could we say click or tap? You can say click or tap, but usually I think people will say click, even if it's for a phone. So clicking actually started as the sound of a mouse clicking, right? When we're using our phones, we're not actually clicking, are we? Usually not. But still, we often use the word to click on something. I clicked on a video. Some people will use it. If you want to say tapped on a video, tap is actually a verb that was created for using your phone, because we use our fingers to tap on things. We don't use tap when we're talking about our computers. We only use click for that. So we have a mouse or a touchpad and we are still clicking on things. We can't say tap when we're using our computers. But we often use both when we're talking about, for example, clicking on a picture or tapping on a picture or clicking on a video or tapping the like button. If you like the video, why don't you tap the like button? And sometimes people will say hit the like button. Maybe they want to focus on it, right? So why don't you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to learn more about English, pronunciation, all other kinds of English language stuff, check out my full courses. Check out my full courses. You can click on the link in the description. All right, so we've talked about scroll, we've talked about tap, we've talked about click. What about swipe? What about swipe? Now, swipe is usually a left-right thing, whereas scrolling is sort of freely moving up and down on a specific page. Swiping is this way or that way, right? So we might swipe through pictures, swipe through some pictures. I was just swiping through pictures, okay? We often use swipe for things like Tinder. Swipe became a very common word for Tinder. If you see somebody on Tinder, it's a dating app, and you swipe, that means I don't want to see this person, next. So it's sort of, it has a little bit of a negative feeling for Tinder, oh, this doesn't look good enough for me. I don't want to meet this person, next. Swipe. I think it's swipe right or swipe left. I forget. Actually, I've never used Tinder before. I'm married, so I don't need Tinder. So I've never tried it. Is it swipe left or swipe right? I feel old now. I don't know what's going on. The next one is block. Now, could we say unfriend? Unfriend is kind of an old one from Facebook. Nowadays, we often use block. If there's somebody who's talking too much, saying inappropriate things, bothering us, we'll say, I blocked him. I blocked him. We could use that for Twitter often, but you could probably also do that for Instagram or YouTube. Well, not so much because we don't usually add friends on YouTube, right? For Instagram, if you like somebody, you might follow them. And if you don't like them anymore, you unfollow them. Now, YouTube doesn't use follow. YouTube uses subscribe. So you subscribe to someone you like, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell beside the button, or unsubscribe. I'm tired of this. Unsubscribe. So it's pretty easy. Follow, unfollow, subscribe, and unsubscribe. And if it's a person who's maybe bothering you, you might block them. For example, if someone is leaving really, really inappropriate comments under my videos, I will block them. I've blocked a few people who just say insane things with a lot of bad language. I will block them, which means they can't leave any more comments. Now, what about DM or PM? So DM is direct message and PM is private message. So if you're in a group chat with people, you might use DM or PM to talk about sending someone a private message. But direct message sounds like a noun. Private message sounds like a noun. Yeah, it is, but it's one of those things that have become a verb. So we say, for example, I will PM you later. I will PM you later. Or I DM'd him. DM'd him. Okay? It's a way to make a noun into a verb. It's very common for Instagram. It's very common for group chats. Maybe if you're on WeChat or if you're on WhatsApp or whatever, you might DM or PM someone from a group that you're in. Now there's also heart and like, and it depends on the platform. For YouTube, it's like. You can like something, right? For Facebook, it's like. I've seen some other platforms like, for example, Twitter, where you click the heart, and so you might heart that instead of liking that. Now it's basically the same thing. It depends on the platform you're using, but you can use it as a verb. I would heart that if I liked it, but I don't. Or I'd give you a like, but I don't like it. I'd like your video, but I didn't really like it. That's kind of confusing. The common action for putting something up on any social platform, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, is posting something, P-O-S-T. You can use it as a verb or a noun. Oh, I see that you liked my post. Or, I'm going to post something later today. So often you'll hear people say post on Twitter, but then if someone likes that, they might heart that tweet. One thing is a tweet, one message. But if they really like it, they might want to share it with their friends or their followers. Then you'll click retweet. So that's also a verb. I retweeted that picture you posted. I retweeted that picture you posted. Okay? But that's only for Twitter, just to be clear. All right, well, hopefully that answers Adam's question. If you have any other questions about these verbs or any other verbs used for social media, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer more questions. It looks like it's going to rain. Look at those scary clouds. That does not look so good. Hey, I don't know what's going to happen. Make sure you leave a question in the comments. Leave a question in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments. Give the video a like if you like it. If you want to learn more, make sure you check out my courses in the links in the description, and I will see you guys next time.